Namaste. Let's talk about intention. Intention is something that I'm fascinated with because it is everything. Intention allows us to get real with where we are and who we are. When we play a little bit with intention, when we start experimenting with intention, we start becoming aware of where we are at. Let me explain this further. For example, I was doing my yoga teacher training, 300 hours in Bali. And this was when I first started playing around with intention every morning, finding a word that would resonate through the day, that would guide me through the day, a clear intention. And as I did so, I began seeing how everything revolved around that word. And it wasn't necessarily that I picked out the word. Maybe I did, I don't know. Well, I did on some higher conscious level. I allowed myself, my physical, less conscious self, to become aware of something that I needed to learn from my higher self. So, for example, I would sit down in the morning and do some pranayama, some breathing exercise. Or even before that, as I was centering, I would just clear my mind and allow one word to fall into my lap, literally. And, for example, one day, the word patience came to me, just like that. And as I sat with it, I was questioning it a little bit, and like, patience, okay, that's not like super fun. But I will allow it to be, and I will align with patience. I will be reminded of patience throughout the day. And miraculously, it showed me all the ways in which I was impatient. And so that's how intention guides you to become the best version of yourself. So if you allow intention to be felt and to resonate, to guide you on your path, you will always be learning the lessons that you need to learn, because you know best what you need. But we sometimes don't want to know what we need. But when we set an intention, we allow ourselves to know what we need. And so, for another example, I would the whole training that I took, the yoga teacher training with Exhale Yoga Retreat. They were great. They were lovely. The intention I set for myself for the training was to build confidence, to find confidence. And so, in fact, every practice, every day, every interaction I had, whether I was conscious of it or not, but because I had brought up that intention, it became conscious. And I was able to learn, and I was able to actually become more confident. Not straight away, because what happened was it showed me all the ways in which I was insecure. And it was terrifying. It was terrible. But I allowed myself to align with the intention to find confidence in myself. And in that, all the ways in which I wasn't comfortable with myself or confident with myself was brought to the surface. And I was allowed to face that and to go through those emotions, to feel that, and to transcend that, because that was the intention, was to come into confidence and not to remain in those patterns that I had. So the intention brought out the pattern that was opposed to the intention. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that just... I find it to be the coolest phenomenon in the world. And that can help us every day to grow into our best self, to grow into the person that we truly feel that we are able to be, so that we can face the parts of ourselves that are not aligned with who we want to be just yet. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So the trick is to be attentive, to practice awareness. So, for example, if the intention is set to soften, to become soft, well, what's going to happen is you're going to see all the ways in which you're not soft, all the ways in which you're rough, or maybe angry or unkind, or these things that are in contrast to the softness. And the trick is to soften in that. So as that arises, that's the moment we bring in the intention again. Soften, soften. And we allow that to just settle in, to ripple through. And that takes some courage. It takes some strength. It takes a lot of things. And that's why every day we can bring in new intentions that help us to maybe integrate yesterday's intention or to prepare us for tomorrow's intention. It's endless. We can keep working with ourselves forever, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. My sister actually told me that she thinks I should stop. But when that intention comes, I'll deal with that. Because right now, my intention is to settle into... Well, actually, maybe she was right, because I'm settling into the intentions I've already set for myself, and I'm integrating. Anyway, this is more about me, but I wanted to share this with you, and I hope it will be beneficial for you. And I am so happy to be sharing these tools that have helped me and that are still helping me and that fascinate me and that I'm passionate about. And I hope I can inspire you to do the same with whatever you are passionate about. So thank you for tuning in. Namaste. Beautiful, loving intentions always.